We just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to talk Detroit Lion football. Yes, Detroit Lion football. Why? That's what the nation wanted, so that's what they voted for. All right, so now I decided to do this video next because this team is obviously playing the Giants on Sunday. And, the Detroit Lions are probably one of the most underachieving teams in football behind the Dallas Cowboys. And, when you consider what Matthew Stafford did in 2011, when he threw 41 touchdowns with 16 interceptions and passed for over 5,000 yards, you thought this team was going to, be on a rise and, you know what I mean? And it hasn't been the case. They're very underachieving. When you look at the numbers on paper, it's a talented team. Offensively, just Stafford and Johnson alone are what a duo. Now they have Reggie Bush in there, who rushed for 1,000 yards last year for them. So I don't think there's going to be any question on offense that they're going to score points. Now, defensively is where it gets interesting because last year, the Lions were number 6 in the league stopping the run. And when you stop the run, that's usually a formula for success. The problem with the Lions is they beat themselves. They either have a turnover at the most inopportune time. They either that or they can't make a big play when they need it. It's just one of those things where they just tend to beat themselves or they make bonehead decisions. Ndamukong Suh obviously has made numerous bonehead decisions. So now, you have the Lions, and they're in a division, obviously, with Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota. I don't see much out of Minnesota, okay? There's something funny about that team as well. Like, I'm not going to get too into them because that's not the team I'm highlighting, but I'm just going to say overall, I don't expect much from them. Obviously, Green Bay is the class of that division, but in terms of offense, Detroit can stick with Green Bay offensively. That's not an issue. And I think Detroit has a better defense. However, Green Bay is a more seasoned team. They've won a Super Bowl in the last couple of years. They have a Super Bowl quarterback who knows how to win. Matthew Stafford does not know how to win yet. He's got talent, and he can be a winner, but he's not there yet. I still don't see them when, when I see a team underachieving like the Lions, I got to assume they're just going to continue to be that way until they make that one big step. And that's all you can hope for is that they make that one big step. Whether it happens this year or next year remains to be seen. But until they take that step, I can't take them seriously as a team. I can't. No matter how talented they are, no matter how many numbers they put up, I cannot take the Detroit Lions seriously as a threat to go to the playoffs or go to the Super Bowl and make some noise until they get over that hump of beating themselves, or being like the Dallas Cowboys, a team with all the talent in the world that just does not perform when it's time to perform. Until then, I see Green Bay winning that division. I don't, I can't say that Detroit won't go to the playoffs. They even playing ineptly, they should still make it, but they didn't do it last year. I think last year they were 7-9. So they have the talent. There's no question. I like Matthew Stafford. Calvin Johnson's obviously wonderful. I love Reggie Bush. I was very upset when he left the Dolphins, and the Dolphins didn't, give him a little more money to stay. I was very upset about that. Reggie Bush is a very, very good running back. He's proven that he can run between the tackles. So I don't think they're going to have a problem scoring points. I don't think they'll have a problem stopping the run. Secondary, I think, is an issue, but then that's an issue for most teams because this is a passing league now. And there's so many different diverse and interesting offensive pass sets that, you really have to be a talented secondary to stop most pass offenses. And, it's really hard to have a Pro Bowl secondary. You usually have 1 or 2 players that are Pro Bowl types, but it's hard to have all 4 players be a Pro Bowl caliber. In fact, the only team close to doing that is Seattle. Seattle's the only team that's close to having a Pro Bowl caliber secondary and whole. It's one of the reasons why they just completely destroyed Denver last year, or actually earlier this year, I should say. So overall, Detroit Lions, they have the talent. They have the resources to be a very good team, but they're not over that hump yet. And until they're over the hump, I got to say I see another underachieving season with maybe a playoff berth if they get a couple of breaks. But until they kind of grow up and learn how to play better, and learn how to just, not make mistakes, not beat themselves, not turn the ball over, maybe cause some turnovers on defense, Yeah, I just see Green Bay winning that division, and Detroit might or might not go to the playoffs. It's really hard to tell because they're such an underachieving team, but we'll see what happens. It's a long season. In terms of my pick for them and the Giants, I'm gonna have to take them. They're playing at home. The Giants just do not look good. Does Detroit have that as a sure shot? No, because they can still beat themselves. The Giants may not look good, but they're still a veteran team that has been there and knows what it takes to win. They just don't have the talent or the resources. And unless Detroit really, really busts themselves in the head, they should be able to beat the Giants at Detroit. So anyway, guys, that's it. That's it for my Detroit Lion preview. We'll be covering them weekly and talking about their games and how they performed. And looking forward to Sunday. Well, in the case of the Giants and Lions, Monday night. So this is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching ETN. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page. You're watching ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to talk Detroit Lion football. Yes, Detroit Lion football. Why? That's what the nation wanted, so that's what they voted for. All right, so now I decided to do this video next because this team is obviously playing the Giants on Sunday. And, the Detroit Lions are probably one of the most underachieving teams in football behind the Dallas Cowboys. And, when you consider what Matthew Stafford did in 2011, when he threw 41 touchdowns,